How's it going, guys? It's Doc. In this video, we are going to talk about my top 3 projects that you should be buying in 2025 for outsized returns. We're going to lay the thesis out in this video. We're going to talk about why I like these projects, why you should consider them. But before that, we'll talk a little bit about kind of like what's going on with crypto. What's the setup? Why do I think this can legitimately happen? But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. I'm a resident physician throughout the day, and at night, I take you guys on my investing journey. All right, we're not wasting any time here. We're going to quickly talk about Bitcoin, the setup, and then we're just going to get right into it and talk about the projects that I like, that I think are going to have outsized returns in 2025. Stay all the way to the end of the video because I got something pretty special I'm going to show you. Bitcoin right now sitting at about 102, kind of been floating. This is the daily chart here. We got up to 103, 104 earlier, but right now the market is just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with this Bitcoin strategic reserve. More states have implemented a Bitcoin strategic reserve. I think we're now up to 12 states, but ultimately we're waiting for an executive order from the president. He talked about it at the Bitcoin conference earlier this summer, that that the United States will never sell any of their Bitcoin. Right now, we're just waiting. Okay, let's get an executive order. Let's get something official because then the real hype builds up. So Bitcoin right now, we're sitting above the bull market support band. That's here, the 20-day and the 21-day moving averages. This line here is the 50-day moving average. So as long as we stay above this on the daily, I'm really not too concerned. We could go all the way down to 100, which just happens to coincide with this 50-day moving average, and I think we would be fine. Really quick, just going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. It's been rising, right? It's been increasing. You're going to hear some people on Twitter talk about a bull cross for the Bitcoin dominance. Honestly, I wouldn't put a whole lot of weight into this. So pretty much what it is it's when this 50-day EMA and this 200-day EMA potentially cross. It could state that it's bullish for Bitcoin dominance. For those that don't know, Bitcoin dominance is the percent of Bitcoin that makes up the entire market cap, right? So right now it's at 58%. That means of the entire $3.7 trillion crypto market cap, Bitcoin makes up roughly 58.5% of that. I'm honestly not too worried about it. The dominance has been spiking. Could we go back up to 60? Maybe. We wicked right here on it that third week in December. Ultimately, though, if we go on a weekly time frame, I do think Bitcoin dominance is eventually going to start falling. A lot of folks are saying it could hit low 40s. Honestly, I don't think that's happening. I think at the end of this cycle, Bitcoin dominance will bottom out around 47%. That's a topic for another video, though. I promise we're getting to the tokens that I really like. Okay, so the bullish setup, what's going on here? This is WorldFi Liberties. This is Donald Trump's, one of his DeFi platforms. They are buying a ton of crypto. This is on the day he was inaugurated. They bought $47 million of ETH, $47 million of wrapped Bitcoin, which, side note, I kind of wish this was just straight Bitcoin and not wrapped Bitcoin on ETH, but nonetheless bullish. $4.7 million in AAVE, Link, Tron, and ENA. So they're buying, right? We all know that President Trump came out with his own meme coin, kind of signaling to the entire market, hey, crypto is back. Anthony Pompliano, which, by the way, if you haven't read his book, How to Live an Extraordinary Life, would highly recommend it. He's saying if Ross Ulbricht can get the pardon, right? So President Trump pardoned him. This is the guy who created Silk Road. He's saying if we can get a pardon from him, which we did, we're definitely getting a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So Trump is going to create history with the stroke of a pen. That's what we've all been waiting here. If we look at the Bitcoin chart, we've just kind of been waiting, hanging out to get some clarity. Is that Bitcoin reserve going to happen? Okay, some big news. I'm actually making a video on this tomorrow. Don't get lost on the sauce on this chart. I know it looks like a lot. Basically, all I want you to look at is right here, okay? So this is the first deadline on the 25th. I'm filming this on Wednesday evening, which is the 22nd. Yep, it's the 22nd. So I think this is Friday or Saturday. We're getting the first deadline on a bunch of Solana ETFs. So this could be super bullish. Now, who's making this decision? This is the new SEC, right? That the more pro crypto or crypto friendly SEC. Gary Gendler's out. So could this happen on the 25th? I'm giving it kind of like a 40-60, maybe a 50-50. But nonetheless, if this happens, Solana's going to shoot up, which is going to send the rest of the altcoin market sailing. All right, guys, we're almost at the project. Two quick things I want to look at here. Bitcoin inflows. On Friday, we had $1 billion in inflow. On Tuesday, because the market was closed on Monday, $802 billion inflows. These are huge inflow days. The totals aren't in for today. I know it says minus 95 million, but Fidelity and BlackRock haven't reported their numbers, as well as a bunch of others. This is going to be a green day. We're going to have continued to get a lot of inflows. Okay, so what you guys have all been waiting for. What projects do I think are really going to blow up today, this bull cycle, 2025? So got a couple different narratives that we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about a layer one, a couple AI plays, and some memes. And then I got a little bonus for you if you stay till the end. So there's a lot of great L1s out there. A lot of them have already run, right? Solana, you could have bought that at $8 in the bull cycle. It's over 250. Sui has run up all the way past $5. AVAX is still primed to rip. I really think we see $150 AVAX this cycle. I think this ranks, number 13 in total market cap. This is just so underrated, right? So has a fully diluted valuation of 17 billion. Honestly, I think we get way higher. A lot of the circulating supply is out. I think this project does really well. The website looks great. Ton of real world utility as well. They're working with the California DMV to get a lot of their driving permits and driving license on chain to facilitate a faster process. They also have a ton of money in grants that they're giving out with their Retro 9000 program. So this is a program that gives grants to folks who build on AVAX. The other thing is really bullish just in general. You always hear Alex Becker, Crypto R Us, Altcoin Daily. They're always talking about AVAX and how AVAX is an underrated play. I think we're going to see a rotation into AVAX. It's really just a matter of time. So right now we're at $36. I think we can get an easy 5X from here. I think that would be pretty conservative. So keep your eyes on this one. Another big project that I absolutely love is 0x0. I think this is a play that Alex Becker loves talking about. At its peak, it hit 50 cents. Right now, it's at 20 cents. You're getting a huge discount on this. Honestly, I would not be surprised if this hits $1.50 this cycle. A lot of people are saying, if you look on Twitter, a lot of people are saying 10, 2, 5, 10. I mean, the market cap right now is just under 200 million. This is going to hit a $1 billion evaluation. The website's really clean, and there's kind of some bullish narratives here if we think about it. So if you scroll down here, right, they're all about privacy, right? They distribute some of their rewards back to holders. You know, they have an AI auditor, but the big thing here is this privacy mixer. So this allows, I'm sure folks have heard of Tornado Cash. This is a way for folks to keep their funds private, right? Because everything's on the blockchain. So if you have a mixer, this allows you to have some anonymity or some privacy here. And the reason that this is important is because a court just removed their sanctions from Tornado Cash. And guys, these sanctions were filed years ago, right? So this is a big win for folks in the privacy industry, specifically folks who use mixers, projects that use mixers. 0x0 is one of those projects. Again, I think this hits $1 billion market cap fairly easily, which would be over $1 coin. My target for profits is going to be right around $1.50. So put that one on your list. Okay, this is a project that I'm buying into. I bought a little bit today. It ran up quite a bit today. We got up to, gosh, today I think it got up to 12 cents. Okay, I guess 10 and a half. This is a meme on base. So a year ago, this hit over 15 cents. But here's what kind of gets me excited. It's at an $86 million market cap right now. $86 million market cap. Let's just look at the website, by the way, because I love the website. It's clean. You can tell it's a base project just by the colors. It's hilarious. It grabs your attention. They have kind of a hilarious NFT project that goes with it. So I think this is an underrated base. Yes, I know Brett is like kind of the biggest meme on base, but Brett's already run, right? Brett's $1 billion market cap. This is less than $100 million. I think this could really, really take off. I think this tweet really captures it here. So this is Crypto Beast. If you don't follow him on Twitter, he is definitely a recommended follow. He's thinking we can hit $2 to $3 billion in a couple of months, right? So he's saying obviously this isn't guaranteed, but I do agree with him that I think this is a potential outsized return. So there's a lot going on here. I think he tweeted out another tweet that showed the price range of Miggles. I really think there's a lot. I mean, he's tweeting about it quite a bit, retweeting them. I do think Miggles has a ton of potential. Keep your eye on this one. This is a meme sector on base. Okay, my last crypto project that I'm going to talk about is Joe. This is the #1 decentralized DEX or exchange on Avalanche, or excuse me, yeah, on Avalanche. So if we look here, we know Avalanche is going to be big this cycle. So kind of a leveraged play on Avalanche is the #1 decentralized exchange. A year ago, this hit over $1, right? This was like $1.13. It's like a 3.5x of where we are right now. If we get back to where we were just in March, this thing could absolutely fly, like fly. It's got a $127 million market cap. I think this is hitting $1 billion. I really, really think that. If we looked, where was it at in March? It was a little over $350 million, and that's when Bitcoin was 73,000. We're over 100K now. So really clean website. There's a lot of like different trading, not just AVAX too, right? They have ETH, a lot of different pools. You can stake. I actually at one point was staking the Joe token. I think there's a lot of cool things going on here. Okay, so my last bonus project is actually a hedge play. I talked about this in a video a couple days ago. Okay, so you're thinking, what is this Defiance Daily Target 2X Short MSTR ETF? Yeah, don't get lost in the sauce. Don't overcomplicate it. This is SMST. So why is this a hedge play? Well, this project is an inverse ETF of MicroStrategy, right? And it's a 2X play, meaning that if MicroStrategy goes down 3%, this project will go up roughly 6%, okay? So I think there is still gas in the tank for MicroStrategy, especially once Bitcoin starts hitting 120, 130, right? Because our next big target for Bitcoin is around $120,000. So if Bitcoin hits 120, MicroStrategy is going to go back to its all-time high, which is around $500. If MicroStrategy goes up to $500, SMST is going to get rocked because right, they're inversely proportional. So I'm looking to buy a lot of this once crypto pumps and SMST goes back down to like $3-ish. So put this on your radar. I really think this could be something to look at. The last thing I was going to say is I know you guys probably saw like my holdings on some of these. These are all super outdated. I do not hold over 100,000 in Joe anymore. At one point I did, right? But I've since rebalanced my portfolio. So all of these numbers that you saw, they're a little outdated, but nonetheless, I'm talking about these projects because I obviously believe in them, right? So that's my thoughts on this. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Did I miss the mark? Which projects do y'all really, really like? If you got any value out of this, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.